My best friend asked me to be her maid of honor, then secretly uninvited me from her wedding when her fiancé Esten's ex joined the guest list. I only found out when the bride's mother called to ask why I abandoned her daughter. For context, I've known Rachel since we were 7 years old. We've been through everything together, be to my parents' divorce, her battle with anxiety, college roommates, first heartbreaks. When she got engaged to Mark last year, she asked me to be her maid of honor through tears and promises that no one else could possibly stand beside her on the most important day of her life. I took the role seriously. I organized the most thoughtful bachelorette weekend in wine country, created a custom wedding countdown calendar with meaningful photos for each month, and spent countless hours listening to her debate between ivory and eggshell napkins. I even took a second job waiting tables on weekends to afford the $400 bridesmaid dress she fell in love with. Rachel called sounding strange, asking if I'd ever had a thing with Mark. I was confused. Parent had only met Mark 5 times before they got engaged, always in group settings. I assured her nothing had ever happened between us. She seemed relieved but distant. 2 days later, she texted asking if I could meet her for coffee. I suggested 3 different times, but she kept saying she was swamped with wedding stuff and would let me know when she was free. Then she stopped responding to my texts altogether. I figured she was just overwhelmed with last-minute wedding details. I continued, addressing invitation envelopes, assembling welcome bags, and finalizing the seating chart she'd asked me to manage. I even dropped off her favorite stress relief tea at her apartment when she wasn't home. Yesterday, 3 days before the wedding, I received a call from Rachel's mother asking why I was abandoning her daughter during the most stressful time of her life. Pretendly, Rachel had told her family I'd backed out of being maid of honor 2 weeks ago and was now refusing to attend the wedding at all. I was stunned while still on the phone. I checked my email and found my calendar invitation to the rehearsal dinner had been quietly deleted. No explanation, no conversation, nothing. When I finally reached Rachel, she broke down and admitted that Mark's ex-girlfriend Amber had been added to the guest list at the last minute because her parents are close friends with Mark's family. Fraternally, Amber had made a comment about how Mark always had a thing for girls with auburn hair per tarn, which happens to be my hair color. I just couldn't risk having you both there, Rachel said through tears. What if he realized he made a mistake? What if he was looking at you instead of me during the vows? I was speechless. In 15 years of friendship, I'd never seen this insecure, jealous side of her. I reminded her that I'd never had any interest in Mark, that I was dating someone myself, and that removing her maid of honor without even a conversation was incredibly hurtful. It's my wedding day, she responded coldly. I get to decide who's there. I hung up and cried for hours. Then I packed up all the wedding items spread across my apartment. Parter the half-finished welcome bags, the seating chart draft, the expensive dress I'll never wear, pent, and dropped everything at her mother's house with a note explaining what actually happened. This morning my phone exploded with text from mutual friends asking what happened and telling me Rachel is telling everyone I betrayed her trust days before her wedding. Mark's sister even messaged me saying Rachel showed everyone evidence that I tried to pursue Mark early in their relationship, which is completely fabricated. I've decided not to defend myself publicly. The people who truly know me will see through this, and engaging would only fuel more drama on what should be a happy occasion for someone I still care about. But I can't help wondering, Pert, if 15 years of friendship can be erased by an offhand comment from an ex-girlfriend. Was any of it real to begin with?